Hey guys, it's Chandler. This is September the 5th, Thursday night, 9:43. This is video number 2 that I did tonight, and a part 2 of sharing my experiences that I've had in the last week or so. And we always, in some of our private groups, share the good times, share what went well, share our invoices. I've been sharing some invoices so I can let guys know what's possible if they need to improve on certain things. So we share some of those good things and some of those wonderful things that go on. Great week and I'm busy, but I want to share some negative things today, and this is particularly focused to our private group and to anybody else that's listening to it, but in reference to my hiring of a subcontractor. So I posted a job posting for a subcontractor in my private Cleaners Connect group as well as on my business page. And just to make a long story short, we're looking for a subcontractor who could do 10 to 15 jobs a week, and this was for a client of mine who had a lot of customers, and they have opportunity to do the carpet cleaning work. He would love to have had me to manage it for him, to take care of it. He's going to send the customers my way, but he still wanted some representation for his company. So that's why I was have to hire a subcontractor with a plain white van who could go in and just do the work. We provide the workload and we just do the work. And so I put an ad out on my Facebook page as well as the private group. Well, somebody in our private group, Cleaners Connect, I ended up hiring somebody from Cleaners Connect. And he came through a referral for somebody that's not in Cleaners Connect, but that's in our city, in our area, and got a good referral. He said that, hey, this guy can need the work and can do the work. And so I was like, cool, the person that referred him, I'm good friends with, I trust, and he's been very successful in this industry, so I trusted his referral. Well, make a long story short, I meet with my client and we do the paperwork. We do basically a verbal contract as well as some paperwork that we've done, but basically shook hands and made a deal where everybody can make a profit on this project. So then I met with the subcontractor. I had been talking to him on the phone. It is a he. I've been talking to him on the phone, give him the details of it, and say, hey, you're going to make, I'm just get to the details. You will make 50% of every job that will come in, and you are more than encouraged to do upsells. And the pricing structure starts at $99. And I spoke with the client about that, and saying, well, the $99, I understand you start at $99 because they want to make the sale and they're doing volume. And but we were just discussing what the prices need to be after that, and so forth and so on. So my customer was open to changing and managing and correcting and adding, and the pricing structure as we continue to move on to jobs and see what work was not working. But the point is that within probably a month or maybe quicker, the job count would be up to about 10, and it will grow from there. From my experience, if you start doing that, it grows from there. So that's every week. So this subcontractor would get these jobs for free, except you would get 50%. Just right off the top, you get 50% or whatever the ticket is. If you go in at $99, you go in at $200, you go in at $300, $400, $500, $1,000, you get 50%. Plus the incentives of upselling. So I meet with this subcontractor. We talk on the phone about it. Meet with the subcontractor. A pretty decent meeting. The other thing that was very, very nice about it, this was all systemized, where the point where the subcontractor didn't have to have any type of relationship with the person that he's cleaning with. He's cleaning for, excuse me. And what I mean by that, he didn't have to call them. He did not have to invoice them, nor did he have to, only thing if he had any conversation with them, if they asked him to do extra, or if he upsells something with the client. But he didn't have to collect the money. All that would be done for him. All he had to do was report what the client wanted to have done, and then somebody else would take care of the pricing, the agreement, and everything for that. He mainly was there just to do the job. So pretty simple. There was an app that he functioned out of. There was also a website that functioned out. There's also was an 800 number that if there's any issues, you can call in. Anytime a contractor's out, you can call that number and get the problem solved. So it was dummy proof. The bottom line is dummy proof. So we have some good conversations. We talked about a few things, and we shook hands, and I said, look, you got a job tomorrow. It's $99, and it is what it is. And he said, okay, I have a job schedule, but it's only one room, so I should be able to get to the job. I said, you gotta be there between 9 and 11. I said, okay. So speed it up to the next day. I'm with one of my clients. We're doing a protection job. We're protecting some new fabric, some new steel runners, some new upholstery. Good job, going well. And then I get a call from my client. And I look at my watch and it says 10:38. Okay. We got 22 minutes before, actually 10:38 is, 22 minutes before 11. So he says, you know what, I haven't heard from your guy. And I'm thinking now, I just met with this dude. All he has to do is type in this app, say, hey, this is the time of arrival. All he has to do is pick up the phone and say, hey, this is the time of arrival. Which you didn't even have to do that. They prefer that you type it on your phone. So my client calls him, he doesn't answer. So they reach out to me and want me to call him. So I call him, he answers. And I'm like, hey man, what's up? Why haven't you called the client? Oh, I was just about to get ready to. I was like, look, man, communication is the whole key to everything. I said, look, this client, and I told him that this client was going to start off slow because he wanted to see if we could handle it. He didn't want to start off fast with a whole lot of jobs and then we just screw it up. Okay? So he gave me one job to see how you can handle one job. And I told him, I said, look, man, the client's not happy because you did not communicate. I said, communicate every step of the way from this point all the way to the end to see if you can save this job. Call them, text them, just communicate. Well, he calls the client and asks him for the address. So my client calls me back. He was a little irritated. He said, well, I thought your guy had the address. Because this particular client has done all the homework. He's got the address in it. He's got the number. He's got what the pricing structure. He's got what the customer had ordered. And my subcontractor asked him what the address is. And so I called him. I was like, why did you ask for the address? We already have this. Oh, I was just fumbling about. I was trying to pull it up. And since I had him on the phone, I was like, man, God, that's so unprofessional. When you're professional, when you have everything you need. When you're professional, you understand what you're doing. When you're professional, you don't ask things from the client. You provide things for the client. You don't ask them to give you something that they've already prepared for you. It's so disappointing and so frustrating to deal with some of these cleaners. It's like they have no clue of what they're doing. It's really, really sad. And I get on the private, now this is Chandler. I get on some of my private groups and I say, I can't stand carpet cleaners. I can't stand these cleaners. I don't even want to network with them because they have no clue on how to customer service, how to communicate, how to function successfully with people before you even touch a fiber in their house. You can win a client before you even walk into the home. And these guys don't understand it, and they won't listen to someone who can teach them that. Because they think they already know. But you don't know. That's why you're in the situation that you're in. If you knew, you wouldn't be in that situation. If you knew what you was doing, I wouldn't even have to ask you all these questions. The client wouldn't even have to call you. So the sub gets there. He gets there late. I think he's about 30 to 45 minutes late. And he does the job. And an hour passed by. And I text him. I said, man, have you done the job? Yeah, I'm done. I said, well, did you let them know? Well, yeah, I'm about to. How are you about to when the job has been done? That should be the first thing you do. You type it in the app, say, hey, I'm finished. Here are the before and after pictures. So he was slow about that. I was like, oh my goodness, this is the first job. The first job. So we finished our job, wonderful job. We're moving on to something else, and the sub calls me. And he goes into talking about, oh, I only made $35. I said, dude, I told you that you're gonna make 50% of the job. So that is almost $50 that you had going in. Oh, I thought we was gonna split it. I said, man, I wouldn't do you that way. I was very clear in what I said. Everything's been clear. You're the only one that's not been clear. My client's been clear. I have been clear. He got a system set up. You didn't function in that system. The problem is not with us. The problem is with you. Just want to share this, guys. It's tough. Really tough. So, oh, okay, well, that was just $50. I said, look, dude, nobody makes a lot of money on their minimums. You knew there was a minimum job. That was a test run to see how well you would do. So we go on talking about that. I said, look, man, I don't have time. Just tell me if you can do this or not. Oh, no, I can do it. I'm not that type of guy. I won't leave you I won't leave you high and dry. I won't leave you, holding the bag. I won't leave you, like that. I'll give you more than enough notice or something if I can't do it anymore. I said, well, that's all I ask. But one thing I ask is for you to give it a fair shot. I could care less if you do it or not. My business is booming. But I could care less if you do it or not. You're trying to present an opportunity for you to fill your schedule. And you can give it 30 days, give it 2 weeks, give it 100% effort. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't do you that way. I'll say, great, all right. So I said, man, but communicate. So my guy and I, we're moving on down. And probably, I was gonna say 3 hours later, this subcontractor is gonna text me and say, I can't do those jobs no more. He didn't call me, he texted me. And quite frankly, that is just a cowardly move. It's a very weak move. And that shows the character of a man. It shows the weakness of a man. It shows what your lack of communication, your lack of courage, your lack of strength, your lack of effort. And once somebody shows that character to me and shows me their true colors, it's over with. No more communication, no more talking, no more sharing. It's over with. You go your way, I go my way. I don't need that in my life. And so, don't you know, to this day, this guy still hasn't called. He didn't even call and ask for his money. It wouldn't be any money because I'm going to tell you what happened with that. So I'm wounded. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed that this is happening in front of my client. The guy that referred him to me is embarrassed and ashamed. And my client is clearly frustrated and upset. But a few days later, I get a call. And my client says, Chandler, the carpet, the work that your guy did, my client is complaining. So I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Not only does this guy stands me up and bails and goes against his word and even keep his word, but the job wasn't done right, and I still got to go out there and clean it up. So I said, no worries. We'll take care of it. We'll get out there. And we did. My guy and I, we got out there, and the guy was complaining that it was a mildew smell. And when I walked in the home, and clearly it was a mildew smell. The guy was not exaggerating. So we had two sources, the bedroom carpet and he cleaned in a rug. So I checked the bedroom carpet. I put my nose down to the carpet. It smelled like dog because the guy's got a dog, but it didn't smell like mildew. I checked the rug. It smells like mildew. The face fibers were pretty much dry. I turned the rug over and touched the back. It's soaked and wet. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, I tell the client, this is the source. But how does a cleaner with a truck mounted unit leave a rug on the backing, soaked and wet, sitting on this vinyl floor? And it was smelling. So I said, don't worry, we're gonna take care of it, and we're gonna get it straight for you. And we took care of it. I gave him, we did what he needed to do and gave him instructions, and we heard nothing else. And I followed up with the client. He said the client's happy, everything's good. And I was like, wow. So to make the wound worse, the job wasn't even done right. He just poured salt in the wound. And I was like, this is just ridiculous. It makes no sense. And guys wonder why they lose, wonder why they fail, wonder why clients ain't lined up to hire you. Because you can't even do something small right, correct. You can't even do that right. And the main part that wasn't done right in all of this, I want you guys to understand. Number one, he didn't keep his word. Number two, he didn't give no effort. All that took is effort. He did one job that was a minimum job, and he sat back and judged what would be in the future, what happened in that moment. He chose failure over success because he did not want to put that effort in. I said, and the one way I know that, I said, you know, you can upsell some of these clients. Clients can order just the basic. You can upsell them. It's part of life. We are salespeople. You're in the home. Everything is done by sales. Oh, I don't like to sell. Sometimes, so why are you in the business? Why are you not working for somebody? Why are you not working in a warehouse somewhere and just doing manual labor? Why are you in the sales business if you don't like to sell? You can suggest a lot of things people need, they don't know they need. Some things they need, they know they need it, but they need somebody to encourage them to do it. I mean, it's just simple. I'm not going into how and why you should sell, but I'm going into lack of effort. Don't even try. Don't even try to see if you can make it work. Didn't even give the strong enough effort to even fail. If you can't give enough effort to fail, you're a loser. And you're gonna be a loser. Effort. Very important. Effort. Give 100%. Sometimes when you go into a project, you go into a situation, you don't know how it's going to come out. But you know you got to walk through the situation. Give effort. That's I had a problem with him. And if he ever calls me, I'm going to tell him. If he sees this video, then he'll know. I'm like, dude, my main problem is that you didn't give no effort. It was two things. You didn't keep your word and you didn't give an effort. Effort. When I used to coach, that's all I asked the kids to do. Give me effort. If you can't give me effort, we have no relationship. We can't tackle this together. So guys, when you're out there, you're struggling, or you're facing a project, or you need to do something, man, start off with the basic fundamentals. Keep your word and give effort. Give 100%. Give 150%. Work so hard that you just can't see straight. Work so hard to the point where I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Give that kind of effort, and I guarantee you'll have a breakthrough. Thanks for watching, guys. And if the video was pertaining to you, if it helped you in any way, let me know. I'm kind of calm and laid back today, a little tired, but I just had to get this off my chest. And just some of the challenges that I faced this week. It ain't always glory and always great, especially when you're dealing with people and you're dealing with people who have the wrong mentality. But we're overcomers and we're going to walk it out. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.